The Lowertown Line is made possible by the State Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.
You were on your way up, I was on my way down. When I passed you my hand, I did a raise like the old time. You were on your way to the land of the Bible, where they tell you to kneel down and pray. It was just slowly. It was solely for me. It was solely. It was solely for me. I called my friend and asked him, where did you take him? Where did you lay him? I wanted to see, so I grabbed him some flowers, grabbed him some daisies, some things I would have done as a kid. I had a day to get there. I took my sweet time. I drove through the valley, drove through the plain, pulled up at midnight. The light was still on. I found myself between the stain and the frame. Oh, Thank y'all.
So you're originally from Tennessee, or at least you spent a good share of your childhood there.
Right.
What were some of the biggest differences living in the South versus living up here in Minnesota?
Well, Minnesotans are indoors for most of the year, whereas down south it's warmer. So we're outside more often than not, starting the day, ending the day, and spending whatever you can of the day on the porch. So this literally is my favorite place. Like, I would rather not be out and about at a club or a bar or a coffee shop. I just kind of enjoy the slow pace.
But I presume in the South, everybody's on their front porches.
Yeah, that is the difference. I am
here
the
you're
only
neighborhood
one.
watch.
You know, there's some folks next door. I love it. They'll be bundled up playing chess and drinking coffee. So we, give the head nod. Other than that, mostly everyone stays inside. But I at least get to see folks when they're coming and going. And I just love picking, writing a song out here is so different than plugging in anything.
When you come out here to start writing a song, do you know what direction you're headed in, or do you just kind of explore it as the sounds happen?
One of the things about writing on the porch is that there's no, it's the easiest place to be. So therefore, in writing songs, there doesn't need to be any specific direction. It's just play, just sing, just write, with no boundaries. Gonna blow off the porch here.
I know.
I was headed down the road, going nowhere, but I didn't even know. I didn't even care. But along the way came a word I was needing to hear. Go looking, lift her, talking about love, real love. Love can't lift us. I'm talking about love, real love, 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 love. I do love all this nodding. Thank y'all for choosing to enjoy yourselves. I appreciate that. I know we are. So you say you're all alone. You've been drowned in a sea of people. I will throw you a rope, pull you to shore, so you can feel there you are. So love can't lift us. I'm talking about love, real love. Oh no, no, love can't lift us. I'm talking about love, real love. Go on talking, babe. Come talking, babe. Real love. If you ever been down on the floor, you ain't got nowhere to go. Keep on looking, got to keep on looking up. Love will lift you up. right, here comes the sing-along. It goes early in the morning, late in the evening, and any time in the afternoon. So I'll set it up and let you beautiful folks take it over. Early in the morning, late in the evening, anytime in the afternoon. Go early in the morning,
Late in the evening, anytime.
put your hands together, y'all. Here we go. Go early in the morning, late in the evening, anytime in the afternoon. Sing it out. Go early in the morning, late in the evening, anytime in the afternoon. Anytime, oh, anytime. Let's try that one more time. Go early in the morning, late in the evening, anytime in the afternoon. Let me hear you. Early in the morning, yeah. I need your love. I need your love. Anytime, oh, anytime, late in the evening, anytime in the afternoon, yeah. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you for singing.
So you started playing music in the church, right?
Yeah.
Like, is the music that you now play in clubs primarily, right? That's
Yeah.
the venue where you perform most often. Is there still a spiritual aspect to that for you, or is this a totally different musical experience?
No, I mean, I grew up in like a full gospel church where like music takes over, you get down with the get down. You have this sense of literally singing out of yourself. So it's a very physical, full emotive singing. And so it wasn't even a matter of like having to translate it. It just seems to be the basis of how I create, which is to feel it and go from there.
Wow, okay, so is it coming from like a less intellectualized place and a more like feeling place?
My criteria is that the story has to be true. All the elements have to support each other. When I know that that is the case, then I allow myself to feel it. There's times where I really feel a song, but I can't figure out how that story comes about, and I won't do it until the story is complete.
When it does come, I mean, how do you, like, is there a scramble to capture it so that you don't forget it? Are you like writing in your car? Are you like singing to your iPhone? What do you do?
I sing it over and over again. I have never been the type to write songs down. I just sing again and again and again, and then somehow it just gets locked in.
Lord, if you let me live one more day, I'll go and I'll do what I need indeed, and I sing out my love to all of my friends. Oh, if you let me, I may come in. Oh, if you let me, I'll come, cousin Joe, and thank you for letting me crash there when I was on Can I tell him that I'm blood is purer than gold? Oh Lord, if you let me, I got girls and dogs. I'm gonna see my mom. See, she lay with my brother, her only son. Can I tell her, oh, that I'm grateful for all that she done? Oh Lord, if you let me, I'm gonna save my mind. You Lord, if you let me, I sing one last song till my head come on bleeding, and my voice is all gone. And I sing, yeah, my home to leave one last tone. Oh Lord, if you let me, I sing, yeah, the blood. If you let me, I say the blues. Thank you.
Does it feel like you have to know your audience and you have to let them know you better than if you were playing different kind of music?
I think so, in some sort of way. My music requires that because it's storytelling, because it's folk music. It wouldn't require that, I think, if I were indie rocker or had the type of music to where I could be removed from an audience. Because I'm telling stories, I'm asking them to connect with me, and I can't just assume that I deserve that. I can't assume that because I love this so much and am passionate, that would somehow like earn me the right for their time. Playing live in front of an audience, it's the most exhilarating, but at the same time, it took me so long to figure out the dynamic.
The dynamic between you and the crowd, the dynamic between you and the guitar, between you and your players?
Between it all, but most specifically, I'm the leader of this band. and to figure out what is a respectful way to lock in with an audience, at the same time be absolutely authentic and in the zone to be able to lock in with these guys. You know, I've been playing out for a good 8 or 9 years, and it's only been in the last 2 years that I feel like I finally understand, and I stopped trying to fight how anxious I get, especially before a show.
Are you prone to stage fright?
It's not so much stage fright as it is I'm just an anxious person in general. And
really?
so
You seem so chill.
you have no idea. It's like but even like right before walking on stage, I get like very, very nervous, and it kind of like runs through my veins. The couple times that it has not happened, I blew it. I just like was just cut off. You know, at some point you work so hard to like be so specific with your craft and the way you put on a show, but those subtle nuances that might be mistakes are also why we love performing.
When I left my home this morning, you know I didn't even cry. Go when I left my home, you know I didn't even cry. I just bowed my head, felt like bees were in my eyes. Guess I head on down the road just to see what I can find. Gonna head on down the road just to see what I can find. Gotta be somewhere come around here. Oh Lord, I'm gonna lose my mind. Now I got me some fancy shoes. And I got me in just the way. Put down my dancing shoes, get cold out in the midnight day. Lord knows I done spent my blood, y'all. My sweat on my sea. Give it to me. Y'all don't mind the blues, do you? Help me out on this. Oh, go when I left my home. You know I began to cry. Oh, when I left my home this morning, sure enough, I began to cry. I got to thinking about what I done did to get here. Go with me, make me wanna cry. Yeah, 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 give it to me, Jamal. Thank you.
The Lowertown Line is made possible by the State Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.